regards to music, all the musicians and philosophers and physicists, Einstein, they all know about that vibration. And they also say that this is who we are. Without the vibration, we wouldn't be. So mantra brings us back to that stage. It actually connects us back to who we really are. And you can practice mantra just chanting. If you have something you want to work on, you can ask a spiritual teacher to give you a mantra that you can perform 108 times in the morning, 108 times at night, and then you're energizing that mantra. So with that, for 40 days, you have your own energy in the mantra. The mantra has collected thousands and thousands and thousands of energies, millions, billions, over the thousands of years that they've been chanted. They have not changed. Nothing has changed. And the way they really came to us, there's two ways, really. Way before there was even anything inscripted, they were just going up to the Himalayas and chanting. They were really meditating and receiving the chants. And the reason why we keep them in Sanskrit is because the Sanskrit language is so powerful. It's not a language that we can translate. It's emotional and it's also vibrational. It is, interesting enough, the oldest language that we have. It's the oldest language that we still use. It is still a live language because we're using them in the mantras. And so come on in, we'll sing a little bit, but we're just setting up, so we'll talk a little bit about mantras. And the language is alive through the mantras and also through the scripts, the Vedic scripts. So now, first they were delivered orally. Then they started writing it down, but then they ran out of palm leaves and whatever they were using. And so they were tensed a little bit, so I got less and less. And not only that, the rishis and the brahmas actually kept those mantras very secret because they are so powerful. There's still mantras there that are not going out into the public simply because they are so powerful. So this brings me to the intent. With the right intent, the mantras can be extremely powerful and very, very rewarding. And I can only speak from experience. And other people who have practiced mantras will say the same thing. And they work on all three levels. On the physical level, because they are correlating and corresponding to our chakra system. Is everybody familiar with the chakra system? Right. So, the rishis saw what the chakras look like, and they call those petals, like in a lotus flower. So the chakras have petals, 4, 8, 12, 2. Our Ajna chakra is 2 petals. And altogether, up to the Sahasrara chakra, we have 50 petals on our chakras. Now, coincidentally or not, Sanskrit has 50 letters in the alphabet. So as we chant these mantras, we are activating the petals of our chakras. So now you can say it's also a chakra-based language. Not only is it an energy-based language, it's a chakra-based language. And that is the main thing you need to know about it. And now you can go, we have today, we will chant, first we have a little different order, I have to go here. We will bring in, at the beginning, our Trayambakam, and you're probably all familiar with that. A very, very powerful mantra it's a healing mantra, and it's also for protection. So when you want to go on a trip, or if you go in your car and you take off, you want to chant the And there is a beautiful story behind it. This couple wanted a celestial child, a spiritually advanced child, and they were granted the child, and they said, but when he's 16, he will have to leave the earth. And then they agreed, and then on his 16th birthday, they brought the news to the child. They grew up not knowing about it, and then they were just, of course, like all their parents, loving their child so much, and they did not want to let go of the child. And then, so they started chanting the Triambakam language, mantra, thank you, in the Sanskrit language, and freely translated, it just says, please don't let me go before I'm ripe, like the cucumber is ripe when you pick it off the mountain. And so that makes it, over thousands of years, we already spoke about it. So you be adding energy and over and over and over to these mantras, and that is what makes them more so powerful. Then we have a mantra that is for the water, and I got it out of a Tibetan, so there's no religion behind it. So we have Buddhist chants, we have chants from Tibet, we have Hindu chants, and it is, again, it is about the intent behind it, it is about the language and the energy. So this particular one is for the water, and it blesses the water, and it can actually really raise the pH of your water if you want to test it. And it is love infused in the water. So there is no literal translation for the Oshadi meter. And then we will sing the well-known Gayatri Mantra. Gayatri Mantra is really the most popular mantra that you all know of. The short version is chanted many, many times, and we have a very similar version of what you're familiar with. There's also a long Gayatri Mantra, which we're not going to do today, but the long Gayatri Mantra actually, again, works on the chakra system, and it works its way up from the Muladhara chakra, your bottom chakra, all the way up. And they see the spheres. The yogi sees how it correlates with the spheres. And from the heart chakra up, we're going beyond the sun. So that's it. We can talk a lot about this particular mantra. And that brings me now to the third reason why we chant mantra, not only for health, and not only for prosperity, and not only for, but it is truly just like all other yoga practices for enlightenment. So we really want to go beyond the mind. Speaking of mind, mantra derives from the word manas, which is mind, and tra, transcending. So you're transcending the mind through the mind. And you will see many, many non-literal translation for mantras, but then again, it is a repetition of words. And through the repetition, we are reconditioning our condition. And that is what the yoga does with all the yoga practices, is reconditioning our conditioning. And so that's the Gayatri Mantra. And we'll sing that, and we're probably not going to make it through all the mantras because we have to then leave the room for the next. We just have to go with the flow. It is what it is. And Saraswati, now we're bringing in deities, 2 deities, and again, they're not any religion, from any religion, with any background, you can chant this. And they do, people do from all parts of the world. And then again, you can see these as energies. I see them as energies, and again, this energy has thousands and thousands and thousands of years, millions and millions of people put it in. Saraswati is the energy of studying, intelligence, again, spiritual, enlightenment, and also she is the patron of the music and the arts. so she's very dear to us. She, I say, we're referring to them metamorphosed, huh? Am I good with that word? Yeah, I'm good. Anthropomorphized, there we are. So they're principles. And we apply these principles for our daily issues, health, wealth, and so forth. Speaking of, the next energy is Lakshmi, and that's the one, she's referring to abundance, Lakshmi. And when you hear Lakshmi Yay, the Yay is it's igniting that energy. And each of the mantras has a own little seed mantra in it. The seed mantra is like an acorn. The acorn of a tree, of an oak tree, has all the information for the whole oak tree already in it. And this is what the seed mantras do. So the seeds, each seed refers to a certain energy that we invoke. Yes, there you go. And our last one that we will sing is, again, it's not to the guru, so it's not necessarily a Buddhist practice. It's just the guru translated is from light, from dark to light. So this particular one will bring us, so you think of your own guru, your own teacher, or if you don't have one, always go to the guru within. And we'll have that last, and that should send us a little. Well, I have a feeling we'll be cutting a few out today.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm gonna go check and see who is up next, and we're gonna be singing very soon here.
Thanks, guys.
How about bringing in Justin as a percussionist, and then we have Jesse on the violin. Welcome, just in time. And then we have Jesse on the violin, and then Varon on the guitar. He is the mastermind behind all this, making this a musical adventure, because the chants just come to me in a very raw form, the melodies, and then Varon comes and puts them all, he puts the color on the canvas. So we talked about mantras, and now we're ready. Okay, we leave you alone. Yes.
Like Friday.